What's going on, you guys? I just hit my first $200,000 month. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly kind of how I did that, a lot of the decisions, and just kind of like my mindset. So really looking to peel back the curtain here and like show you guys a glimpse into kind of the decisions that I made, and then also the results that occurred as a result of those decisions. And if you've been following me for a little while, you probably know that like I just hit my first 100K month like 3 weeks ago, and then things really shot up since then. So as you can see, last 4 weeks here, 203.1. There was another 4K. That was a bank transfer. And then there was also another 8K paid in full today, actually, through wise.com. So bit of a pain in the ass because this would have looked a little bit prettier, but nonetheless, it's still pretty solid. And at the end of the day, it's just literally numbers on the screen and it doesn't matter. So let's get cracking, guys. So I started this business 8 months ago. And how the hell did I go from 0 to 200K a month in 8 months? So I'm really going to break down a lot of that today. But before I do, I really want to make this crystal clear. It did not just happen in 8 months. I've been in the game like technically for like 5-6 years now. I think it was 2017, so it was 6 years ago when I read Think and Grow Rich for the first time. That was like the first book I read for fun. And that really just opened my eyes to what was possible. So yeah, since then I've been stacking a lot of books as well, cranking those suckers out, taking lots of courses, working with the coaches, mentors, you name it. Spent so much money and time, really just kind of eating shit, getting kicked in the teeth and dragged through the mud quite a bit. So it definitely didn't happen in 8 months. Like I was working for another coach in the space for like a year and a half, and helped him scale to like 260K or 220K a month was our biggest month. So yeah, but anyways, I just want to preface this with that, where it's like, this might seem like it's super clickbaity and it sounds pretty, but like I've been at this for a little bit longer. This ain't my first rodeo, right? I used to have an advertising agency. I was a closer, ran ads for another coach that I worked for, and then I closed the clients, and I was head of client success with like 300 students and all that. So yeah, but anyways, this morning at the gym, literally at like 7:30 this morning, I woke like 2 guys, just DM closed, paid in full, pushed me over 200K officially in the last 28 days. I was working with a couple of my buddies like Kyle and Timmy, and I was like, holy shit, boys, look what just happened. And I showed them, and we're all just kind of in shock. It's kind of funny. Both leads came inbound. They're already pre-sold, reached out to me first, and basically said, hey brother, like ask me questions, make sure I'm a good fit. Like I want to join. I got my credit card on deck. Just send me the link when you got what you need. So made sure I can actually help them and they're in the right place. And then sent the link, paid, boom, done. Oh yeah, and I wrote this earlier. So I had a few more calls, closed one of them. And then yeah, the 2 others I didn't make an offer to because they weren't really like a great fit. So get rid of that. But nonetheless, I announced on Sunday that I'm raising my price from USD $8,000 to $10,000 by the end of the week. And then on Monday, I announced that I'm also donating 50% of all cash collected this week to Operation Underground Railroad, which is an organization that fights human sex slavery and child trafficking, or the other way around. You get the point. And we're actually at 20K now, which is really cool in the last like 2 days. So I got like 40K cash total. So I'm going to donate 20,000 of that to this place. If you guys have any connections with them, let me know. I want to go down on a strike mission, bust down some doors, guns blazing with an AR, and put some of these bastards in the ground. It'll be a lot of fun. Maybe we'll do that for our next mastermind. But yeah, that pisses me off. So I want to do something about that. So I appreciate everybody who's supported me with that too. It's really cool. It means a lot to me. And I actually just found out my dad donated quite a bit to them like years ago too. So that's really cool as well. But as a result of the price raise and the donation campaign, like people are literally just like coming out of the shadows right now to join this this week before it's too late. Because it will literally never be this cheap again, right? It will never be cheaper than 8K. And yeah, it's going up to 10K paid in full. Probably going to do like 13 split into 2 if absolutely needed. But yeah, that'll also kind of increase the caliber of the clients that I let in and the caliber of the people in the community too. So if you're still broke, I'm sorry, go get a loan. Funny enough, actually, I'm hosting a client retreat in Cancun at the end of September. I've got like 15, 16 people already confirmed. I booked a fucking whole ass resort. I sent like 20 bands for 4 nights to book it yesterday. And anyways, one of the guys that he literally booked his flights today, but he's not even in the program yet. You have to be a client to come. He's not even in the program yet because he like scratched and clawed his way through friends and family to come up with the money. And he said it'll hit his bank on Friday. So in 2 days from now, he's going to be able to pay for the program, but he already booked his flights for the retreat because he's like, dude, I'm committed. So there's no excuses. Basically, moral of the story. But let's get into it, guys. There's a few really, really important reflections that have allowed me to do this, and I'll pick apart each one, just kind of one by one. And I think you're going to be able to learn a lot from that as well. So let's get into it. So my internal dialogue, like kind of the internal dialogue, the stories that I tell myself and the questions that I ask myself specifically are extremely important. So let me just kind of zoom in here. There we go. All right. So last time I had a call, I just hopped on Zoom with a buddy for a couple hours. He's building like a really sweet like AI software company. He just closed his first like 40K deal yesterday, which is sick, for 4 months. And we just had a really good chat. He was showing me all about like what he's doing and stuff. But like I kind of helped him just like kind of design the layout, and like what used to take him like a month to get a client on board and launched now takes less than 3 days, because he applied some of the principles that I'm going to share with you today as well. But yeah, so that was super cool. And he's like, dude, honestly, what it really comes down to is like the questions that we ask ourselves, like the dialogue that's going on inside of our head, in our minds. And I've rebuilt this program that I have now 3 times in the last 8 months. And every single time I keep asking myself, how can I get better case studies in less time with the least amount of energy? And by attacking a problem and a challenge from that perspective, it really kind of forces you into a box to get really creative with challenging what you know to be normal, what everybody else is doing, and really just trying to maximize the results your clients get, minimize the time it takes to get the results, and then minimize the amount of like operational drag on the back end. In other words, minimize the amount of one-on-one Jeremy time in order for that to happen. So I built the program in such a way where it's like literally all I have to do is just hop on one onboarding call with a new client, help them script out their ad, dial in their messaging straight out the gate within like 24 to 48 hours of them actually signing up. Then all of a sudden, boom, they record the ad, we launch it, and then they solve their traffic problem just like that. They're getting leads in the first week, and like tons of them are signing clients the first week too. So everyone moves at a different pace, though. I don't want to set weird expectations. So obviously the more authority, social proof, foundations, appointment setting, sales skills you have, the quicker it'll be, the better your offer too. So a lot of variables that go into that. So don't get too hot and horny about that. I don't want to set the wrong expectations, but nonetheless, yeah, that's been really cool. Another question I asked myself too is like, and I don't know, this might have come from like just being really burnt out from taking like so many sales calls with just idiots when I was like a closer, that are just like broke and actually not serious about anything in life. So then I just kind of asked myself, I'm like, how can I stop taking sales calls and wasting my time with absolute morons that are just tire kickers, right? So then I was like, well, what's a big, like the one of the worst things in the world is like I get to, I don't know, ask a bunch of questions, 30 minutes into the call, go to the pitch, and then they have objections, handle those, and all of a sudden hitting them with the price. Oh, I actually only have like $1,000. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing here? Right? So that really pissed me off. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to weed out all these idiots by making my price public and just be like, hey, it's 8K paid in full, 10K if you go split into two. And then now, like I said, it's going up. So that actually helped weed out a lot of them too. And then if somebody says they don't have the money in my Calendly form, I just cancel the call. It's like, okay, well, go get it. Right? Like I don't have sales calls anymore. They're enrollment calls. So yeah, like I'm not there to sell you. Like go sell yourself if you're not sold already. Go watch my YouTube videos. Go watch my client interviews on my channel. Go look at my Instagram account, Jeremy_Pogue, and look at my story highlights and just tap through all of my client results. Scroll through all those until your thumbs get sore. You're tired of being broke. And yeah, go sell yourself. It's undeniable at this point. So I'm not even going to try and defend that. But nonetheless, like literally like half my sales are just DM closes at this point. Like I don't even need to take sales calls half the time, which is amazing. So not only do I not waste my time with idiots, my closing rate on calls is 73%. And then like half the guys that sign up just DM close, right? Just ask a few questions, make sure they're actually qualified and good to go. And then send them the link, onboard them super quick, super straightforward, super streamlined, super easy. So yeah, these questions have led to me building an exceptional product that gets amazing results without me having to work like a dog all day. Like I take no more than 4 to 5 calls a day, and I don't work on weekends. I take Saturdays and Sundays off. I go shoot guns and go to church and hang out with friends. And yeah, so all the other like big dogs in the space, like think about it, guys. Look at anybody else you know in the space that's kind of doing like similar numbers. Like they're all idiots. They're all losers. They work 12 hours a day. They hate their life. They're not jacked. They're not shredded. And you can clearly tell they're miserable and they're just in it for the money. And I don't know, that's not the way I want to roll. So yeah, it doesn't have to be that way. There's a better way. Like it's literally just me on delivery. Like I don't have a coach. I don't have a CSM. I don't have anything. It's like doing the program. It's like, all right, let's roll up our sleeves, get our hands dirty, get to work. And yeah, like because the product's so fucking good right now, it's like we spend some time together in the first couple weeks. Honestly, in the first like week, get on that one call, dial everything in, launch it. That's like you don't really need me much anymore. Like it's amazing. So I can onboard like 1 to 2 clients every single day now, and it's not that much work, which is incredible, right? So yeah, like last week I was just in Texas all week, picked up a little rolly, and then I went helicopter hog hunting with my buddy Brandon, and we made a movie. I worked 4 hours on Thursday. I had my group call, team call, and then 2 sales calls. Closed them both. Did like 16K that morning, and then DM closed the rest of the week, 50K. And then yeah, like for my first 100K month, I was traveling half the month. For 2 weeks I was gone. I worked 1 day out of the 2 weeks. I was climbing mountains, sleeping in castles, sleeping in cabins, out at the lake with a bunch of friends, absolutely tearing up the dance floor at a rodeo, like a country music thing. It was amazing. With like 10 of my friends. It was so fun. And in my first 100K month, while not working half of it. So main takeaway from that was like, when you build things right and you do it right from the start, you don't have to be a loser. You don't have to be a geek, a nerd, in order to make a lot of money and actually build something cool that gets people great results. So yeah, there's that. Number 2, unapologetically transparent. So one thing I've really done and I've really made sure is like to not break integrity with myself. Meaning I just want to be unapologetically Jeremy. Like, if you don't like it, fuck off. Go buy someone else's course and then come crawling back to me when you don't get results. Like, I don't care. I try to just be as transparent, as authentic as possible to everything I do. Because sooner or later, if you try to put on a mask, you try to fake, so, like you try to be somebody you're not, it's going to come out. Like the truth always prevails. The truth always comes out. Like if you just put on a mask and a facade and you're just trying to like moose everybody, then like you're going to get uncovered pretty soon. Like it's not that hard to sense that as well. Like your prospects probably smell that from a mile away too, right? They can probably be like, oh, this guy's just blowing smoke. Doesn't actually know what the hell he's talking about. And I don't want it to seem that way. Like I don't really talk about anything I don't know. I always try to remain a student and just try and drop my ego. It's like, I've only done this one time. And like I'm still fairly new to the game. It's like there's a lot of people out there that are way richer than me and way smarter and better, not better looking, but yeah. So anyways, it's important to do that. But like people sense that everyone else is trying to be someone they're not. It just really makes it really easy to stand out. It's just such a good opportunity if you just be yourself. You don't care. Like people are attracted to that authenticity. So I try to give off that vibe as much as I can and just say whatever I want to say, do whatever I want to do based on what I want to do and how I want to run my business and how I want to live my life. And nobody else can tell me what I want to do or what I should do. If you try to, fuck off. For example, on a sales call, if I'm not 100% sure I can help somebody or if it's going to work for them or it's exactly what they need, or if I even want to work with them, I don't make them an offer. Like I said up earlier up here, is like I had 3 sales calls today. I only made 1 offer and then they signed up. The other ones was a bit of a beginner. So like I can't really spend the one-on-one time right now to build out a new offer from scratch. Right. So we had a really good chat, awesome guy, but just, I was like, hey man, come back in a few months. Like once you're kind of doing like 5-10K a month and whatnot, you've got like proof of concept established. And I was just super transparent with him. And then the other guy was doing 100K a month or like 100 to 150K a month. Amazing guy. And I think like we're definitely going to work together at some point or do something because he's really cool. And I know I can help him too. It's just like the way that he's got his business set up and like his socials and stuff. It's like, it would have been like a bit of a weird fit, to be honest. And so I was just super transparent about that. I was like, okay, here's what you're looking for. Here's kind of what this is going to be. I was like, it's definitely going to be a little bit different. Take it or leave it. Go think about it. Whatever. Let me know. Yeah. So anyways, I've also learned that no client is better than a bad client. This principle has been proven time and time again. Like when you just make that sacrifice to just collect cash and just make the sale, even though your gut is like, oh, this person, kind of don't like this person, they're kind of an ass, or they're just not a great fit, they're not qualified, they ask for refunds or guarantees and all that bullshit. It's like, you know what, dude, like go buy someone else's course. Go buy a course. Go do organic marketing. Then come crawling back when you actually want to do it right. Because yeah, I heard a quote from Alex Hormozy too, like last year, and he was like, what was it? He's like, I've had clients who I thought were going to be good clients turn out to be bad clients, but I've never had somebody who I thought was going to be a bad client turn into a good client. So it's like, trust your intuition and don't like sacrifice your standards just to get a quick little paycheck. It's not worth it. It will bite you in the ass so many times afterwards. Principle of opposites. This is kind of like, I've never heard this before. It's just like a term that I coined like today as I wrote all this out this morning. But this has served me extremely well. It's basically like the foundation of everything I do in my business. So I literally looked at like what everybody else in the industry is doing, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to be a carbon copy of everybody else. What are they doing? How can I do that differently? How can I just completely bend reality and break all limiting beliefs and regular beliefs and everything that I always thought to be true? For example, top of funnel. I really focus on absolutely lethal, crystal clear, disgustingly specific messaging and ads instead of organic, sending cold DMs, joining Facebook groups, hiring VAs. Like, that's what everybody else is doing. And no wonder all their clients are joining my program now because they're not getting results, right? So I was like, okay, I don't even want to do that. This sounds like an absolute hell. So I was like, well, ads are like every business in the world runs ads except for idiots that have coaching businesses. But most people are just lied to, right? Everyone's like, that was kind of the theme. It was like, oh, I'll help you get coaching clients without spending a dime on ads. It's like, bro, I want to spend money on ads. I want to keep spending more money on ads because that's how I'm going to scale. So I don't have to spend my time. So I don't want to work like a dog. I want to enjoy life, shoot guns, climb mountains, travel, and have a good time with friends. So when you do this right, you can do that. Middle funnel, for example, everybody goes straight for the throat trying to get a call, right? Send a cold DM, or even like people that run ads, they try and just get you on a call immediately. Or like, think about it though. That's like, and I've done this before and it sucks. You get beat up on sales calls because they don't know you, they don't like you, and they don't trust you. So they're not going to buy from you. Your closing rate's going to be absolute dog shit. Whereas with me, I was like, okay, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get beat up on sales calls. I don't want to take tons of sales calls because I don't want to work that much, right? I was like, no. Why don't I build sales assets that just do all the selling for me? So then that helped me eliminate sales calls, and I just have enrollment calls. So when you're ready to sign up, book a call and bring your credit card, or literally just DM me on Instagram. Say, hey, Jeremy, send me the payment link. I'm good to go. I'll probably ask you a couple questions kind of based on where you're at. Like, make sure you're doing at least 5, 10, 30K a month. You got proof of concept. You got at least a few case studies, happy clients, you know how to sell. You just have a traffic problem, probably a messaging problem if you have a traffic problem too. You want to actually follow a proven like blueprint and game plan. And check out the main video on my channel too. I break down the whole process and the program and everything like that. I've updated it a little bit since and just made it way better and streamlined things, but it's like pretty much the same thing. So if you're interested, go check that out. If you want to learn more. But yeah, so now I just have sales assets that just pre-sell. So it's like, I only talk to people who are actually hot and ready. They're hot and bothered, right? They're hot and horny, ready to sign up. Bottom of funnel. I was like, okay, I'm just going to make my price public, tell people to go sell themselves. And then I just DM close instead of like, everybody's just like, oh, I'll book you 100 qualified calls with your dream clients in 30 days. You get your money back or you don't pay. It's like, bro, that sounds like absolute hell. They're not qualified. They're not your dream clients. They sure as shit aren't going to buy from you. Like your closing rate's going to be terrible. And then the refund or the guarantee has lots of holes in it too. So good luck with that. But I was like, okay, I'm just going to make my price public because I don't have anything to hide. I don't want to get you on a, like, I don't want to get you on a call if you're not paying. It sounds bad, guys. I trust me. I know. It sounds like I'm an asshole. But like at the same time, you probably relate to that too. It's like nothing more frustrating than getting onto a call with somebody who doesn't have any money. And you're like, well, what the fuck are we doing here? Right. And then like, I don't want to have to convince people. I don't have to defend what I know, what I do, because I know how undeniable it is at this point. Right. So it's like, go watch my content, go sell yourself, go watch all my case studies, my clients making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every single day while you're not. And then once you hit that tipping point, that rock bottom where you're like, shit, I don't like being broke, then you know what to do. Right? Shoot me a DM so I can DM close you. But yeah. But this also, like, another really important like thing to understand here too is like my audience is like, you guys are not, it's not your first rodeo. You've been on the block. You take sales calls yourself. You understand the sales process. Like I'm I'm not fooling anybody by trying to get you onto a call. Like, you know what that entails. You know what that's like. And it's like, just be, I'm a straight shooter. I just want to be straight up and transparent. Like, hey, here's the deal, right? Take it or leave it. Whereas everybody else is just like trying to just go for more and more calls with morons that are broke. And that's the last thing I want. I don't want to spend my time all day talking to idiots. And yeah, if you don't either, then I can help you. If you're sick and tired of that, then yeah, I can definitely help you fix that by applying all of this in your business too. And then back end delivery, right? Quick wins, really optimized for quick wins, super lean instead of full of fluff, full of shit, taking forever to get results. I've been so many, like literally every single program I've been in starts with the mindset training for like the first week, and then the offer stuff. And then you got to build like VSL. And then finally 4 weeks later, and then you got to do sales and then appointment setting. And then finally 6 weeks later, you get to ads. So it took you a whole month and a half to actually solve your traffic problem. I was like, well, that's dumb as hell. How can I do that in 3 days? So we start with the ads, start with the messaging in the ads, dial that shit in, and then from there, build sales assets. Like take it one step at a time. We solve the top of funnel. We crack the top of funnel first, right? Ads, messaging, done. And then middle of funnel, sales assets, doing all the pre-selling. So then like you don't have to sell people. They're pre-sold, they're hot and ready, right? And then bottom of funnel, appointment setting, sales. Dial that in. Boom. You got an absolutely lethal funnel. And it's literally as simple as that. So solve the traffic problem first, because that's what most people have, and then go from there. So like within like 2-3 days, you're gonna have your first ad scripted out, ready to record, get launched, and then have leads coming to you literally within the first week. And then we build out all the other stuff. And then I got systems and hiring and team building and mindset stuff way in the very back, because you don't need that right now, right? It's all just fluff. So I really 80-20 the shit out of it, and kind of just literally like revamped the entire way everybody else does theirs. And there's a reason why it's not by accident why my clients are getting the results that they're getting so quickly. Nothing happens by accident, guys. So there's my secret sauce for you. But I really want you to understand kind of like my mindset and my perspective. Like, I hope you guys are taking away the lesson of like just kind of like understanding how my brain works and how I approach each component of business, because it served me extremely well. So hopefully this can help you guys too. What's next? So I just kind of jotted down some ideas for kind of the future. At this point, it's so hard for me to plan out. Like, somebody asked me yesterday, like, Jeremy, so what's your plan for the next 6 to 12 months? I'm like, bro, I don't even know what the hell 6 days from now is going to look like. Like, I just hit my first 100K month 3 weeks ago. And then now I just hit my first 200K month right after. So it's like, only God knows what next month's going to bring. I don't know. So it's super hard to plan that out, but I can at least have some ideas. So this is kind of just me shooting the shit. I don't know what's going to happen here. Like I said, I'm just kind of playing it by ear, and we'll see. But might even have to raise my price even more within the next like 1 to 2 months. Make it even more exclusive, maintain the quality of the community, reduce the delivery workload on me, since beginners kind of suck to work with. So if I'll probably make the minimum requirement. You have to be doing at least 10K a month. I've kind of said 5 before, but when I raise the bar and raise the minimum standard, then we get better people in the community who are more established, more experienced, and those kind of people are a lot easier to get results for too, because they got the foundation. I don't need to hold their hand and babysit them, right? They're not still sucking on the nipple. They're like detached from that, and they get better results a lot quicker with a lot less of my time and energy. So it's perfect. And they pay more because they got more money. So it's like literally a win-win-win all around. So maybe another price raise coming up. We'll see. We'll see how the 10K goes. I'll probably jack it up to like 12 after. But yeah, I don't know if this is for sure yet. Like I said, I don't know what's next. And I don't know the timeline on this at all. But I'll get fewer clients, but better clients who get better results in less time with less of my energy. Okay, yeah. I literally just said that. My next hire will probably be like a head coach or a client success manager to help me with delivery and just hold people accountable, make sure they're going through every single step, doing it right, stuff like that. Because I could see if I'm onboarding 2-3 clients a day, then like Jeremy's gonna have a 9 to 5. And it's gonna be pretty tricky to maintain the client success with scale. So yeah, I'll probably need a little bit of artillery behind me to help me out with that. But I really don't want to hire a sales rep, to be honest with you guys. I like keeping things super lean. Like it's literally just me and like one team member right now, and then an editor as well. So super lean, super high margins. I've even been thinking about this. Just like instead of book a call down below or shoot me a DM, it's like, okay, here's my website. Watch my VSLs, watch my case studies, client results and stuff like that. And then just have a checkout page where it's just like, okay, $10,000. And then have some questions to qualify, make sure you're qualified, right? It's like, have a checkbox. Are you doing at least 10K a month? Yes. Do you have at least 3 client case studies? Yes. Do you have at least 2 to 3K a month to spend on ads in the first month? And then from there, we can scale that too. Yes. Are you a cool person and you're not a moron? Yes. If yes to all 4 boxes, then enter your credit card details, sign up, and then we'll talk on the onboarding call. So that could be kind of cool, to be honest, because like nobody's really done this, and I think it'd be cool to just kind of flip everything on its head again. Just keep doing that. Just keep like literally disrupting the way that everybody else has done stuff in this space. And then, yeah, I wouldn't even have to take sales calls. So I would like free up half of my time right now. And then I can just spend all of that on the back end with my clients, and then just making some more YouTube videos and reels and stuff for you guys too. So that could be cool. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think I'm quite ready for this yet. But probably within the next like 3 to 6 months, we'll see. We'll see. And then, yeah, just double down on high quality content, make a couple movies every single month. Also keep the current style. Like I love doing these videos. They're so easy for me to do. And, when it's easy for you to make content and there's like not much friction there, then you're going to be able to do a lot more of it. Right. And you're actually going to enjoy it, not get burnt out. And it allows me to provide the most real value too, because this makes it super easy for me to just kind of like organize my thoughts and stay on track, and then also provide a lot of value. And I hope it's valuable for you guys too. So yeah, but that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully you're able to learn something. Let me know your key takeaway down below. And like I said before, if you're actually interested and you kind of check some of these boxes, right? You're doing at least like 5 to 30K a month. Client I signed up last night, they're doing 100K a month. Got lots of guys doing 30, 50, stuff like that. So we need an absolute minimum of 5, preferably 10. And then, yeah, you got at least some case studies, you got some cash to spend on ads on top of the 8K right now. But like I said, that's going up on Friday at the end of the week. So if you do hop in this week, then half of what you pay me to is going to be donated to this charity, which is going to be really cool. Go save some children. So yeah, but I'm going to try and upload this video as soon as I can, and not even send it to the editor, because I just want you guys to get this feedback ASAP. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Appreciate you guys a lot. It's been a hell of a journey, hell of a ride. And I did not think I was going to do this so damn quickly. So appreciate all your support. Appreciate you guys a lot. And then, yeah, if you are actually serious, you want to get my help, you want to join the program, make sure you watch that video pinned to my channel right now, where I break down the whole thing, screen share the program inside and everything like that too. And then when you're ready to pay and you've got the cash, then either DM me or book a call in the description. We'll get cracking. So yeah, but I'm gonna wrap things up here, guys. And yeah, appreciate you. Lots of love. See you in the next video. Bye.